Hey guys, I just want to do a quick follow-up. I didn't get to some of the scriptures I wanted to in Proverbs. I just wanted to share them because they're just practical and they're just good to hear. And I know this, this whole grace community thing is complicated, and there's a lot of tentacles to it and all that. And the hope is just that we can either just move on from it, all learn from it, or there can be reconciliation, or if people have to go their separate ways, and so be it. But in the midst of it, I've had things happen to me also, and I've been attacked too. When you do preach the gospel and you have a channel, you get a lot of pushback from people. I get a lot of emails and comments, and in good faith, I try as the Lord would use me to help others as best I can. But I also get a lot of pushback from it, and there's a lot of things that have happened. I thought I had reconciled with someone recently, and I thought it was genuine. Well, I made a nice comment on their one of their videos not too long ago, and I never got a response, and I thought that was weird. And so I asked them if they'd look on that channel and see if they saw my comment, and sure enough, it wasn't there. So the person has blocked me, and it's just bizarre because I thought we had reconciled. I forgave this person, and I was sincere and genuine about it. And there's a lot of stuff that happens on YouTube that you just can't control, and you don't really know for sure sometimes who you're dealing with, and if they're sincere. So I understand that this can be difficult, and it's hard. I still forgive this person, but I just don't get it. And I see some people changing their doctrine, doing a 180, and on certain Bible doctrine, and flattering people, and it just gets weird. And I know you can't help some of it, and it's difficult. It's difficult because it's social media. It's not a local church, but we got to forbear and overlook some stuff and just remember it's about the Lord, and it's about seeing people saved and growing and maturing in the Lord. And we're all on the same journey. We're at different points on the journey, but we're all on the same journey. And the hope is just for edification and unity if possible. But if there's heresy and stuff like that, then it has to be dealt with. And I don't claim to have all the answers, guys. I'm just sharing scripture. But there's some really good scriptures in Proverbs. I just want to mention a couple of them. Proverbs 10:19. In the multitude of words there wanteth not sin, but he that refrains his lips is wise. That first part, in the multitude of words there wanteth not sin, it basically means when words are many, sin is not absent. So the more we talk and go on and on and on, the more error we're likely to fall into. That's just practical scripture, and I think it's a really good one. Proverbs 11:13. A talebearer reveals secrets, but he that is of a faithful spirit conceals the matter. And let's see, Proverbs 17:9 says, he that covers a transgression seeks love, but he that repeats a matter separates very friends. I don't think anyone's trying to do that, but if someone can overlook a transgression, the Lord thinks very highly of that, and he's very capable of dealing with people. Yeah, he uses people to rebuke and to reprove, but he's also capable of doing it himself, and he chastises people for his own purposes in his own ways. But it says if you cover a transgression, you're seeking love. That's a powerful scripture. And Proverbs 19:11 says, the discretion of a man defers his anger, and it's his glory to pass over a transgression. That's just powerful. And then Proverbs 15:22 says, without counsel, purposes are disappointed, but in the multitude of counselors, they are established. That's just good to have accountability. That's just really good. And then Proverbs 3:5 and 7, these are great scriptures. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not unto your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. Be not wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. And we know Proverbs 16:25. There is a way that seems right to a man, but the ends thereof are the ways of death. They're just practical scriptures. And there was a bunch I was going to get into. There's good stuff in James and both books of Timothy. There's a lot. I'm not going to go through them all. Would be here for a while. But yeah, I'm just wanted to share some of those scriptures I wasn't able to get to because they're just practical. And I'm just hoping for the best for everyone. If you guys have any prayer requests, please put them in the comments and we'll pray for you. And I encourage everyone to pray for the people involved in some of these disagreements. And, hopefully there can be some reconciliation. If not, then, so be it. But, love is the goal, and to bring people back to Christ. And if someone can see the error, then that's great. You've won your brother. And we're all capable of error. And that's why God designed the church to have checks and balances. And, it's a little tricky on YouTube because we don't have like elected elders and deacons and stuff. But we're to love each other and forgive each other as much as possible. And I think that's a good thing. So yeah, I'm not going to get into all the other scriptures, but there's a lot about heresy and when it's right to move on and stuff like that. So I think the scriptures, they're our final authority. And sometimes, it takes a while to understand them, and we're all growing. And it's not osmosis, but going right to the scriptures is the best way to keep yourself away from heresy and preaching a false gospel or false doctrine. And yeah, there are some areas that we can agree to disagree on, like annihilationism. I don't call it necessarily heresy. I don't break fellowship if someone believes in annihilationism and they believe the true gospel. I think they're in error, and I think it's a false teaching, but, not everything is cause for absolute division and, going your separate way. But there are some things, and there were spats in the scriptures throughout, and oftentimes they were reconciled, but sometimes they weren't. So, anyway, just wanted to share that, guys. All right, hope you have a good day. God bless.